this is a part of the presentation when we really get non-linear. I want to explain you how we do it. These are two developers in here playing the same quest from the beginning to the end. They're trying to set free of the prison, but there are two major factors which will decide that the game will look different. First one, they have made different decisions previously, which means they will meet different people, different attitudes, so on and so on and so on. And other one, they will play in a different attitude through this place. So we will be switching screens in between these guys, and we'll tell you which one is doing what.
Yeah, let's move to Conrad.
Okay.
Let's switch the screen. Yeah, that's the other computer. Same place. Once again, it's the same quest, and it actually can be accomplished in 4 different ways in the final game. We can show you just 2 of them because we got 2 developers playing.
He's sneaking, basically.
Yeah, that's also one of the new systems in Witcher 2. You don't have to sneak, it's not a sneaking game, but then it's like an addition. You can sneak in some of the situations, and it's pretty useful if you don't want to kill everyone.
All right, alchemy, guys. We still have alchemy. Cat potion was actually present in The Witcher 1. The difference in here, it not only lets you see in darkness, but it also lets you see your opponents through walls, which is perfect for situations like this. Let's ambush this guy. Ambush, ambush.
Okay, nice hat.
Well, the main thing also is you don't have to sneak if you don't want to. You will see it in a different playthrough in a moment. Oh, he saw us.
Oh, shit.
Not too settled. This is gonna be harder this time.
You look like example to others.
You're still working on the combat system, so it's not final yet. That's one thing, and the second thing is that Conrad actually has something we call a developer's sword. So
Yeah.
the game's not balanced yet, and we have a good sword to make sure
It's
we're not
easier.
going to die in half of the the
All right.
presentation.
Important part of the story. We meet a guy that whom life we have spared previously. More about that in a moment, right?
Yeah, that's one of the cutscenes from the game. Okay, right now we can actually move to the other computer to show you like the same path.
You've already seen these places, but you can see how different you can walk through this part of the game. Jacek is going to be playing right now. And well, the first and obvious difference that you will see, he doesn't like to sneak. So he will be butchering these guards on his way along.
So you can actually compare
Which one to pick the mutant?
how different this part of the game is going to be.
Of course, the combat system is not final yet. The idea that we've had, it's you're gonna see it in the final game, is that everything that was hardcore in the combat in The Witcher 1 is still present in The Witcher 2. The difference is, if you're not, if you don't like hardcore combat, you don't have to. A lot of things are optional now in the combat. But there is as much depth as there was in Witcher 1.
Exactly, the combat is much more spectacular and dynamic, but it's still skill-based. It's still based on the way you develop your character and the inventory you actually have with you.
Alright. So we're now going left right now. We will go right, and we will travel through different places. Jacek actually is using medallion in here. In this case, it highlights the pools on the ground. You don't want to step in them because they make noise, but it's not the only use of the medallion.
Sure, it's like one of the new systems in Witcher 2. It actually allows you to highlight different objects in the game's world, different usable objects, the ones that you should actually see.
It depends on the context.
Yeah.
One more thing, Jacek has found a key looting one of the guards, and actually it turns out that this key might mean that there is an alternative path through this location. So of course there is a door that the key opens, and there is a trapdoor on the ground which we'll be able to travel through, and it's a different exploration that we had in Witcher 1.